What's up, everybody? You see it there, survival difficulty in Fallout 4. My name is Tyler, and welcome to a video about my thoughts on Fallout 4. And I thought an interesting backdrop for this video would be to put the game in survival difficulty, which is the hardest mode that the game has, and to go off into the glowing sea, which is the hardest area that the game has. This doesn't go like I expected it to, and you'll see why, but let's go ahead and get into it. The first Fallout game that I ever played was Fallout 3, and I loved it. Absolutely adored it, still have it, still play it from time to time. The same thing with its sort of sequel, New Vegas. And I actually prefer New Vegas to 3. A lot of people don't feel that way, but that's how I feel personally. And I even played the original ones, Fallout 1 and 2 and Tactics on the PC, just to see how they were. I never beat them. They're a little bit beyond me at this point. They're aging pretty rapidly, I think, but they're still very good games and definitely have some seriously funny stuff in them, especially the second game. The second game has just some of the funniest Monty Python references I've ever seen in a video game. Anyway, moving on to Fallout 4, the new game here. When this game was shown at E3, I had the highest hopes for it because I wanted it to be everything that Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas were to me, and that was just, at the time that I played it, one of the best things I had ever played ever, just amazing. And when the game came out, a lot of my expectations were really met, and considering I think I can honestly be a little bit hard to please when it comes to, hype for games and stuff like that, and some of my favorite series, but I really like a lot of the stuff that they did with this game. At least, in the initial part of it. Some things about this game are very similar, though, to the previous games. Specifically, the third one in the music category. And some of the music in this game is taken straight from Fallout 3. And that's okay. I just wish that if they were going to do that, they would have taken some of it from, New Vegas, too, or something. The new music, though, is very good. Suits the location, suits the atmosphere, suits the game, all that good stuff, just like the previous Fallout games before it. This time the game takes place in Boston, post-apocalyptic Boston, Massachusetts, and I had heard that this is one of the possibilities for the next Fallout game. It was one of the ones floating around with, San Francisco, London, a couple of the ones that were rumored, but this is the one that, really came through. And I'm glad of that. It's a good location. Decided to go back to the East Coast again from Fallout 3. The game just holds up really well. And the new stuff that they've added, that I'll talk about, is really good too. A lot of the creatures, though, are the same. There are a few new ones, a few new variations of mutants from the previous Fallout games, like the Mirelurk Queen. But for the most part, you're fighting a lot of similar creatures you've seen before, similar opponents you've seen before, raider tribes, dudes in power armor, death claws, whatever you want. In fact, the only one I can think of from Fallout 3 that isn't here is the Yaoguai, off the top of my head. The ants, too. I can't remember if there are any ants in this game off the top of my head. Maybe there are. I can't remember right now. But there are, like I said, a absolute plethora of new things as well. Like, probably the singular biggest thing that's been added to the game is all the crafting that's in it. Like, it is insane how much crafting they put into this game. They made it to where every single insignificant miscellaneous item is absolutely necessary to completing some project of some kind, be it a weapon or armor mod or building something for your settlements. And that has become a big thing as well, the settlements. If you sink your teeth into all these settlements that the game has to offer, you you will spend an inordinate amount of time with this game, just like I did, and you have to build, buildings for these people to sleep in, get them, get them crops, get them water, get them everything that they need, make sure they have everything that they need to survive, help them defend from attacks, anything like that. Also, notice how I just cut there a few minutes ahead. That's because I wandered around the glowing sea for like 5 minutes and didn't see a single thing. I don't know. Like I said earlier at the start of this video, this doesn't go like I planned. Nothing shows up. This is the biggest fight that happens during this whole thing. And that leads me to my next point. And it's probably the one bad thing that I really do have to say about this game. And to some people, they'll try and defend it as a plus in their own kind of way, but I am getting kind of tired of what people refer to as the way that Bethesda makes their games. And what I mean by that is Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Oblivion, Skyrim, this game. They are all awesome games. They're all awesome open world, grand scale endeavors, but they are all glitchy as hell. And this game is no exception. And I really wanted to see a little bit more, technical superiority from my new Fallout game. Like, look, invisible wall, right? Just hop right over those logs, but nope, I can't go forward because just can't. And do with all that what you will. But like I said, it's been there. It's not as bad as it was, like, let's say in Skyrim. But for instance, my radio was on earlier, in case you noticed, but no music ever played. The DJ stopped talking, no music ever played. Radio's still on, nothing's happening. I don't know why that happened either. Not out of signal, not out of range of the station or anything. It just happens with my games sometimes. It really does. I don't know if other people have this problem, but just, little things like that. One thing I can say though, back in the face of that, that is the same. One thing that has been vastly improved upon from Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas is the story. The writing in this game is so much better. So much better. Like, some of the characters, even though I love 3 and New Vegas so much, some of the characters in that game are just like cardboard cutouts, man. They really, really are. This game really, really tries its best to bring everything it can to life with all the power that it can. And the story is written better. The NPCs, their dialogue is written better. Your companions are actually interesting. They're helpful. I don't know about Boone with a sniper rifle, helpful from New Vegas, but still pretty helpful. And the main quest in this game, the main story, like I said, is really good. It has a really serious twist. I don't know, about 2/3, 3/4 of the way through that I actually didn't even believe when it first happened. And some of the side quests are infinite and just regenerate. So you can really just pour time and time and time into this game. And I think that's awesome because, hey, more Fallout, right? But with the invisible wall there, I think it's time for me to end this video. You guys have all been great for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!